everyone, welcome to the interactive demo of Post-High School Reality Quest. My name is Meg Eden. I am a creative writing instructor and author in the Maryland area. So my novel Post-High School Reality Quest mimics a text adventure, and since just reading fiction can be a little bit boring at like a launch party or something, we created this text adventure Parsley-esque demo that we will be performing for you guys. Has anybody ever played the Parsley games? Does anybody have any idea what I'm talking about when I say that? Okay, so it's pretty much a text adventure where a human is the parser and the audience are the players. So Vince will be the text parser and will be saying things like, "You are at a graduation. It is boring. Exits are out." And then somebody will say out, or they'll say check inventory, or climb up on stage, or
please
whatever.
don't actually climb up on the stage.
Pro tip. And so this is Vince Kuyat. He is a developer and tabletop designer in the DC area, and he is about to enter his Masters of Game Design program at American University. His game Small Worlds Online was created during the 2017 Ludum Dare, and his game Global Crisis was awarded Best Game Design during the 2015 Global Game Jam at MAGFest.
All right. So the way this will basically work is people, if a bunch of people come up at the same time, you can line up, but you'll just come up and speak into the microphone with the command that you'd like to do. Each person gets one command. We'll kind of be a little loose with commands, because if you aren't sure of where you are and just need a quick description of where you are, won't consume your command usage. But otherwise, the basic commands you're going to have available to you are going to be to check your inventory, examine pretty much anything that I talk about, talk to people and ask them about things. This is supposed to be somewhat interactive, so it's not like a text adventure where you talk to somebody and then they repeat what they say after you talk to them again. You can actually interact with them and ask them questions and whatnot. You can show people things that you have. You can save and load your game. Important. Whoa. That thing is sensitive. And you can give items to people or hold items, although I don't think holding items does anything right now.
So to clarify what uses a term, so like using or checking your inventory would be a turn, moving, acting, but any clarification of like, what are my exits? What are my commands? That does not take a turn.
Yeah, trying to be fair here so you can know what you're doing without being like, oh, you're done, bye now.
First off, does anybody have any questions about what we just described? Does that make sense? Great.
Cool.
So let me give just a quick, I forgot to give the little synopsis to set us up. So I'll just read kind of like the blurb for this book so you're kind of situated in what we're doing. So Buffy is playing a game. However, the game is her life, and there are no instructions or cheat codes on how to win. After graduating high school, a voice called the text parser emerges in Buffy's head, narrating her life as a classic text adventure. When the voice begins to tell her how to live her life, Buffy finds herself stuck in the middle of a never-ending game built off her greatest nightmares. So we are going to be starting at that high school graduation.
You are in a multi-purpose room. It functions as a cafeteria, auditorium, and gym because you're in a private school that has no money. There's a high school graduation happening. Mason, the valedictorian, is giving her farewell to the class. It takes a long time. Tristan was almost valedictorian. He was about 0.002 points away from it, and he makes sure not to let any of you forget. Not that you'd ever forget a single word he's ever said. When Mason finishes her speech and everyone is dismissed, you know you need to move, even if your body feels stiff and heavy like a corpse. You have a letter you wrote in your inventory, that is, your backpack, because you named your backpack Inventory. Man, you really are a freak. Anyways, the letter is crumpled and smeared from you reaching in and touching it so many times to make sure it's still there. You've procrastinated for the past 6 months, but have decided you must deliver it to Tristan before everyone leaves the school, because it might be the last time you see him. There is stuff in your inventory. Exits are out and stage. Whoever has something they want to do can come up and to the microphone and give a command.
Or you could probably shout it very loud.
Probably can. I figure it's there for convenience.
Save! You get a point for doing that.
You'd be surprised how few people save. Congratulations, you saved in slot 1.
Oh, good point.
You have 2 slots, right?
Yep.
Yep, you have 2 slots. So 1 slot is open, 1 slot is being used.
Inventory.
Cool.
You get another point.
Again,
It's a good practice.
it's very hard to get people to check their inventory. You'd be surprised. There it is. You check your inventory. That is your backpack. In your inventory, you have a mysterious envelope from someone you do not know. Tristan's graduation picture. And then, of course, there's that letter in your backpack that you've promised yourself you must deliver today. And some other miscellaneous stuff that's not important to this story.
Check other.
Okay. The other things you have in your inventory are 2 unopened tampons, a cell phone, your wallet with $10 from Merrill's pizza money, even though you don't eat pizza. Merrill's the mafia lord of pizza, after all. A fake rose someone gave you for graduating, a drawing of a narwhal you drew one day during class, and a pack of emergency crackers.
Eat emergency crackers.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Eat emergency crackers.
You need instructions.
You've been in there for a very long time, right?
Where is that? You eat your emergency crackers. Congrats, your blood sugar is now stabilizing, at least in your mind. You put the wrapper into your inventory. You now have an empty wrapper in your inventory.
Eat tampons.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. You eat tampons. What is wrong with you?
Much like flushing a tampon, you know that you shouldn't do that.
All the signs tell you not to.
Should we exit or should we deliver?
Your 2 exits are out and stage, just as a reminder.
Read letter.
Read letter. Where is that? The letter that you must deliver today? Okay. It's a letter to Tristan. It would be embarrassing to quote it all here ad verbatim, but there is definitely a line in there that says, "You're the Naruto to my Hinata." Every time you think about the fact that you wrote that, you feel yourself shaky with shame. Or maybe that's low blood sugar, but actually it can't be the low blood sugar because you already ate your emergency crackers.
Your stomach is still empty. Sad.
You try to eat your feelings, but you don't have any more food in your inventory to eat.
Exit to stage. We are delivering that letter.
You get up on the stage. Mason is very mad. Everyone else cheers. You feel like you're the hero of an unwritten novel until the principal beats you over the head with his podium. You are now dead. Thank you for playing Post-High School Reality Quest. Would you like to load a save game?
You guys got 3 points.
Congratulations.
That's why the school has no money.
They keep killing their students, yeah.
The same.
You are back in the multi-purpose room, and your crackers are still unopened and uneaten.
Okay,
Your blood sugar again stabilizes. Actually, is it again? You say loaded a save game, so your blood sugar stabilizes, and you now have a wrapper.
Save again.
You save in slot 2 with the eaten crackers and stable blood sugar.
these are the important things, guys.
Let someone else make our decisions. The envelope.
Look at the envelope. Let's see. The mysterious envelope from someone you do not know?
Yes.
Cool. You rip open the envelope. Inside, there's a letter. It's typed, but there's no signature at the end. No handwriting to interpret. No clues to who it's from. It says roses equals #FF0000. Violets equals #00AEFF. If school.graduate equals 1, then U times I equals ? If time.summer greater than time.school, then U times I equals heart ? Give me some variables to plug in. derpaderp@gmail.com. I don't think that's a real email address, so maybe not try sending email there. You are totally not expecting that. You're in a private school, and there aren't that many people here, let alone people that you know or that would know you. Who wrote it, you wonder? You're still in the multi-purpose room, and exits are out and death, aka stage.
Did anyone search the multi-purpose room? Is that on? Check room? Search.
I mean, can you?
Equip eyes?
Your eyes are already equipped.
Yeah, it's a check room, like.
Yeah, that one, I guess, right?
Yeah.
You're in the multi-purpose room. There is a high school graduation that just finished.
Did somebody say throw tampons? Is it the throws you?
No, we need them for future.
It's tampon tag.
That sounds disgusting.
It's not a tampon.
I mean, it's still sealed, so I guess it's still sanitary.
Open tampon, then throw tampon.
No,
We don't know that. Check
exit
tampons.
out.
I think it was clarified they're
Are
unopened.
they individually?
They are individually packaged and unopened. They're still in their plastic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, how do they work?
Tampons, how do they work?
Exit out.
Flower. Examine Tristan's graduation pic?
Sure. And then I'll do exit out, because that's what I heard as well.
All right.
Where is that?
Get out of here. No, we're done.
Gotta get out of here.
Multi-purpose room.
It's a photo of Tristan, your crush for who knows how long. You were way too excited to get a hold of it. It's creased in the corners. Wait, you wrote that, didn't you? Is that somewhere else?
Oh,
Where is that?
I guess there's nothing on the back. There's nothing on the back.
The back is empty. Sorry.
Except for me.
There might or might not have been something on the back at some point, but quantum realities. All right, so we're gonna exit the room. We already did that. You are now in the main hallway. It is very long. There are lots of doors. You wonder if you hide in one of them long enough, you can avoid growing up. Everyone says that after today, everything that you do actually matters, that every decision you make will invariably have consequences on your existence and well-being beyond blood sugar. The only consequences you're used to are not saving before entering the water temple in Ocarina of Time or using up your Master Ball before encountering Mewtwo in Pokemon Red. The worst thing of all.
That camera's gone now.
If you look around but don't see Tristan anywhere, maybe Meryl or Sephora would know where he is. Exits are multi-purpose room, door, another door, bathroom, main office, and outside. Yes, I know that's a lot. You can ask anytime what they are. Where is the, did we already save over slot 2? Are we going back over slot 1 now?
Slot 1 now.
Yep, okay, you're overwrite, so save in slot 1 at literally exact beginning of the game, meaning it was basically not a useful save.
It was a good practice.
It was good practice, and we appreciate that you started it early.
The points seem to be atemporal, though, right? Points just continue to accumulate.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Because some of the points are for like endings, so I mean, if they disappeared afterwards, then wouldn't be interesting. So,
Talk to, what was her name?
there's Meryl and Sephora are the two that were mentioned.
We have to find all the deaths, be reckless.
I approve of this, by the way.
We just saved, it's fine.
Can you say the exits again?
Oh, yes. The exits are a multi-purpose room, which I will, for now, from further on, not say because you're already there. Door, another door, bathroom, main office, and outside.
Bathroom.
Bathroom.
I know this is going.
You go into the bathroom, the female bathroom, which many of you have not been in. There's an acidic smell you can't quite place coming from the stalls, and a trash can in the corner. Sephora is in front of the mirror, fluffing her insignificant breasts. No one believes her birth name is actually Sephora, but no one has any proof to say otherwise. She doesn't look like a makeup model, but you keep that kind of commentary to yourself. Exits are bathroom stall and out. Talk to Sephora, cool. We did not say that that Buffy's breasts were insignificant, just Sephora's. You dying out there too? Sephora asks, pressing her hands on her stomach. When there's a whole 20 people graduating, you'd think it'd be shorter than this, but they still find a way to make us miserable. Sephora reapplies a layer of lipstick, and this uniform makes me look even fatter than usual. Ugh. You can't wait to graduate, not just for the freedom from rules like uniforms, but freedom from people like Sephra, who are your friends only because of your small school population. Because everyone has to survive somehow, and it's dangerous to go alone. But you've survived, at least this far. Well, sort of. Congratulations.
Sorry, guys, I just want to see if I can cannibalize your stuff. Okay, you are using the VGA.
Yep.
Dang it. They didn't
Sorry.
give me
Sorry.
The one thing
Not
I
sorry.
thought they would give me.
There's not like a second VGA cable somewhere?
No. It's
Oh.
one of the things you think they have tons of, but
I mean, it's still one of the most common ways of connecting, unfortunately.
maybe there's a. Oh, is there? No, I don't have the adapter. You don't see any because they claim they put them in the rooms, and I don't have any. Oh wait, maybe that's back there. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we are still in the bathroom.
I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
Sniff, bathroom.
Sniff bathroom.
You regret your life choices.
There is an acidic smell you can't quite place coming from the stalls.
Don't think about it too hard.
I believe I already said that.
Just wanted to clarify.
Okay.
Flush pizza money.
You are not in a bathroom stall. There's no toilet to flush anything in right now. Exits are bathroom stall and out.
Bathroom stall.
Bathroom stall.
Hey, you can go into the stall and then flush it.
That's why I was clarifying that currently you cannot flush anything because there's no toilets. You're not in a stall. You're in a bathroom stall now. There is a toilet and it feels claustrophobic in here. Exit is out.
Check the stalls.
Exit through toilet.
We're not Invader Zim.
Can I just do that one?
Yeah, there's graffiti.
Yeah.
Improv something about graffiti.
There is graffiti on the stall walls. It is very rude, and people who have too much time on their hands are replying to do some of the graffiti. Who does
It's like
that?
a Tumblr feed.
Ask Sephora about Tristan.
Sephra is not in this room.
Next to the stall. There's nothing in there.
Are you not going to flush the pizza money?
You never know when you need pizza money.
Meryl is the mafia lord of pizza, after all. You are back in the bathroom, and Sephra is in the room again.
Do that thing I said.
Can you repeat what you said? I couldn't.
Wash your hands.
Ask her about Tristan.
For the second time.
Yeah. Yeah, right there. I do that one, right?
Sure.
Yeah. I think I saw him going outside before coming in here. You know, now that summer's coming, I'm thinking about trying something new, just for the kicks. Sephra looks you in the eye. I'm even thinking about going out with Tristan. Who knows? It might be fun. And I've been seeing him eye me. You want to tell Sephra that she's too stupid to date someone as brilliant as Tristan, that he has better taste than that. But you can't seem to get the words out. You think about the letter in your inventory and know you need to do something about it before it's too late. You hear in the hallway a dispersing crowd, as if you can go to a new area that you couldn't previously, one of the exits that I mentioned previously.
Possible to attack items.
To attack items?
People.
Well, you can certainly try. You might consider saving before attacking anything, I would recommend.
I never clarifies the direction of smack.
So have we saved?
I don't think that we should be mean to Sephra just because she also likes.
That's why we save game, then we load it later.
It's like things never happen if you save and load them. Load the game.
Pretty achievement for fun.
Who was the one who said you should try and get all the deaths again?
Chris, was that you?
Yes, it was. That's why I said it.
Okay. No, I came in late, so I thought, like,
No. Would you like to save your game?
Save in slot 2.
Yay, you saved in slot 2. You overwrote, I don't remember what the previous state was.
Graduation with crackers.
Ah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, you have saved your game.
So what?
deploy fake rose.
You have a rose.
Let's see what we have here. Do we still have all that?
We used to have things you did with the rose.
I'm gonna-
And then like nobody did anything. So we might have. Oh, there we go.
We're here to break your game, I'm sorry.
No,
That's what we want.
I do have an option for that, actually.
Start with Sephra.
Yeah.
I will get to that in a moment. In fact, I will condense both of those into one, actually. You rub the rose on Sephra, and she swats it away. Weirdo, she says. I'm considering that flirting with her.
She'll like us.
Love you, senpai.
Show her the mysterious letter.
That one, correct? Yeah.
Open them.
Yeah. You hand Sephora the opened envelope. She reaches inside and reads the letter, then snickers. Are you for real? Are you actually saying you don't know who wrote this? I didn't say anything, actually, you say. She rolls her eyes. You know what I mean, because it's really obvious that he likes you. It's been obvious for forever. Who, you say? She laughs. I'm not telling you. If you don't know by now, you don't deserve to know. She then runs out of the bathroom before you can catch her. You run outside to try and catch her, and she's already gone. You are now outside of the bathroom.
Is she on the track?
She just,
Possibly.
she has superpowers.
She does actually have superpowers canonically, according to how our game works.
There's a pan in there.
I will not tell you what those superpowers are.
Cover those after a guess.
What's the new exit?
You are currently in the main hallway. Exits are door, another door, bathroom, main office, and outside.
And do we want to disclose which one opened? I mean, now they're all open, so.
All exits are open. Previously, one of them wasn't open. I will not tell you what. You might discover that later.
Ooh.
Because we just got
Safe?
After all of that, we just load.
There are 2 slots. You currently have, what are the slots? Where are we at?
Hallway and bathroom.
Oh, right. You're at the hallway when you first reach the hallway, and
Like before
bathroom
bathroom.
just before you showed Sephora the letter. I'm sorry, did you want to save slot 1? Okay. You save over being in the hallway for the first time. You are now in the hallway after Sephora has disappeared.
Enter door 1.
You go into one of the doors. It's not very exciting, so you just leave. You're back in the main hallway.
Enter other door.
You go into another one of the doors. It's mildly exciting, but not enough to stick around, so you just go back in the main hallway. Sorry, what?
Wasn't there a person in the hallway? What's her name?
There are random people in the hallway. None of them are really your friends, though. They're kind of forming cliques and just ignoring you.
And you're an introvert, so the idea of talking to them terrifies you.
It's true.
Scream.
You enter into a fetal position. Everybody looks at you weird, as if they didn't already look at you weird.
Insert self-locker.
There are no lockers here.
This is a private school. There's no money. We can't afford lockers.
Wait, public schools can?
Well, they have them. I don't know.
Yes, I know. I'm just joking about like lack of funding.
They had to carve out some money from the smartboard funds in public schools in order to get
Public school
lockers.
looks very funded compared to some private
Yes.
schools. I will say that.
It's true.
Schools that's run by some scam artist, right?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
So where are we now? We're in the.
You're in the multi-purpose. You're in the hallway.
Enter main office.
Cool.
Straight up somebody's taking over.
You are in the main office. You used to come here every math class in 7th grade requesting Advil because your head hurt. If you have permanent kidney damage from that, well, don't blame me. This is the last time you will come in here, you realize. Despite knowing you should feel happy about this, you feel a cloud of sadness overwhelm you, like you are losing something. You see Meryl sitting in one of the office chairs. Meryl is as big as your dad, and you find it comical to see him in such small chairs. Exit is out.
Request Advil.
Meryl says that he doesn't have any Advil.
There's no more Advil. You've eaten all of it.
And there's nobody else in the room to give you the Advil.
Ask him if he wants pizza money.
That should be a legitimate thing we have.
I'm pretty sure we do have
Yeah, we
that.
might have that.
That here.
No, wait, I know where it is.
Processing. Processing.
I've got some.
This is a, like 286 trying to process this complex thing, so give us a moment here. You give Meryl the pizza money. He looks at it confused. For pizza, you say. We're at school, Meryl says, and there is no pizza. It is the worst thing ever.
This is why school's
Money anyway, or do we keep it?
The money is gone from your inventory. Merrill is the mafia lord of pizza. Even if there is no pizza,
Pizza for the money?
Should we just?
there is no pizza here.
Oh,
All right.
Wait, you have sadness now in your inventory.
You have sadness, no pizza, and no money.
Can I request parentheses 4? So we know why we're sad?
Because now we don't have pizza
Yeah.
or money.
That's 4.
But we
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
good blood sugar.
Blood sugar
true.
is solid.
Yes.
I think you said something?
Ask for opinion on Narwhal drawing.
Meryl doesn't know anything about art.
He says it looks fantastic, but he says that about all art.
Or everything that you do.
Oh.
Oh!
Talk, Meryl.
Meryl is Tristan's best friend. Has been since 6th grade's theology class, when Meryl made some hilarious joke that you can't remember anymore, and Tristan admired that he had the balls to say that in theology class. He asks you, Buffy, what are you doing here? Please-
Writing for information about,
He already took our money.
about letter.
And we're pro.
Ask
About the letter?
About the letter.
Yeah, which,
Oh, that's a thing.
The mystery letter, I'm
Yes.
assuming that we're asking questions.
it's, it,
Stop playing the real game, damn it.
Okay, so you're gonna ask about the letter. Meryl's hand's shake and his face becomes red. Why are you asking me about this, Buffy? He asks.
Hand him a tampon.
Request pizza money back.
He drops it and screams in a pitch you never thought you'd hear out of Mary.
I am positive we have a thing for that.
We thought a lot about tampon commands and got really upset because none of our beta testers like to use the tampon.
We are so happy that you're using all the weird
You guys
items.
are great.
He reaches out to take the tampon until he realizes it's a tampon and drops it on the floor with a string of expletives. After all the times Meryl has toilet papered Tristan's car, you find this result very satisfying.
Deal breaker.
Was that like a test of like, could I like handle this guy? I was just like, nah.
I feel a little off because I'm like, okay, you know, tampons not a big issue, but just like being like randomly thrown tampons, like.
It does throw you off guard. Like I would freak out. I'd be like, ugh.
Freak out, I'd be like, why?
Tampons are weird, man.
Tampons are weird.
Tampons like.
We've established that there is no
Yeah.
menstrual excrement on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good clarification.
Somebody has
They are in the wrapper.
But they have the potential to have that at some point. So that's just. Yeah.
Can I say that I'm very happy this is being recorded and we have the words menstrual excrements in the recording?
Sounds like a band name. Like a feminist band name.
That's true, yes.
We are menstrual excrement. Hard to say.
Would that be the cover band?
Save.
That is probably a good idea.
Yep, solid plan. What are we, where did you save over the last?
Over the bathroom.
Okay, you're saving over the bathroom before you gave Sephora the letter. You're now,
So we're in the office. I was
Yeah,
like,
you're in the
where
office.
Are we?
Meryl is still very confused about why you gave him a tampon and why you asked him about the letter.
His face is just like all the red.
Exactly.
yeah, we just did that.
Ask if Meryl wrote the letter.
He freezes. I don't know what you're talking about, he says, even though you totally know he knows what you're talking about. Blah, that's a sentence.
Say file 3.
There is no file 3.
File 2.
Yep. I think we cheated.
I think we usually do have 3, but now
Do we want to just give him a third one?
No, we
I mean, we've started with 2. We gotta just keep rolling with that.
say file 0.
This is not a zero-indexed game. I'm sorry, did you say something?
in computation, you do what you have to do.
It's fine, yeah.
So are we saving or are we not
Are we
saving?
saving?
To save or not to save? That is the question.
We just saved.
Yeah, you really did just save. You're not going to lose much. I'm sorry, what did you say, sir?
What's in slot 1 right now?
Hallway after Sephora disappeared from the bathroom.
Yeah.
Attack Meryl.
Do we have an option for attacking Meryl?
Suplex.
It's okay if you don't.
I'm intrigued now.
Then attempt.
I'll send it for you tomorrow.
There's so many possibilities.
Yeah. What should we do for that one?
I feel like you break Meryl's heart. And he just sulks away.
Red cycle up.
You-
You're the general principle of
You slap Meryl, and he looks at you aghast, his heart literally breaking, falls over dead, and you go to jail for manslaughter. Congratulations, you have died. Thank you. Thank you for playing Post High School Reality Quest.
You have discovered a new death.
One that we didn't have previously. Good job.
Load second save. So we
That's
are
the
now
one you're in the office after asking Meryl about the letter and giving him a tampon.
Yes, okay, I'm okay with that. Apply Rose.
To what?
To Meryl.
To Meryl, okay.
Go away, fly.
Syntaxes.
No, I knew what he meant.
Okay.
Stroking his face.
You rub the rose on Meryl, and he gives you a look of confused arousal.
I thought the slap
Yeah, actually, that would be interesting if he was aroused by the slap. And that's when you discover that Meryl is.
You should be taking
Yeah.
notes.
I am taking some notes.
Good.
I am. That's why I'm.
This game is only going to get better after you've all broken it. Thank you very much for helping, by the way.
quality experience.
Ask
Exactly.
about Tristan.
He looks at you with disappointment, then feigns a smile. Right, Tristan. I think he said something about going across the street to the graveyard. Weird place to celebrate graduation, but hey, who am I to judge?
Perfect place to hide our bodies. Thank you.
All right, you're back in the main hallway. Let me go back to where that
If we
is.
say help, do you just give us the commands, or is there existential help as well?
I am not a licensed psychologist, I'm sorry. Any help I try to give you in that realm is going to go terribly. I can give you the commands if you want.
Oh, wait. So you have all the possible commands that we can use.
I can give you the base set of commands that I mentioned at the beginning, but I won't tell you everything you can do, because that's for you to find out.
If you believe anything is possible.
I use base commands. Help.
Wait, what now?
Help. Base commands.
Base commands, sure. You can check your inventory, examine pretty much anything I talk about, talk to people and ask them about things, show people things that you have, save or load the game, give/use items on people, and hold items, which I don't think has any use other than holding an item.
Yeah. Congrats for
You can hold a tampon if you want, but it's, people are just, yeah.
Examine fake Rose.
Cool. Where's that?
I also don't know where.
It is a fake rose someone gave you for graduating. There's really nothing more to say about it.
Who was someone?
What?
Who was someone? Do you have an actual person who discussed
Mysteries of the
It's the
universe.
faceless void people that exist around us that aren't named.
Just how much the computer will tell.
Theoretically, you could probably figure out who that someone is, but I won't tell you.
To maybe resituate us.
Yeah, we're back in the main hallway, by the way, just in case you were not
I
aware.
think the only door we haven't tried, the only door we haven't tried is outside.
Outside it is. You're outside!
Huzzah! We got out of the school building.
The ceremony is over, and everyone is talking and taking pictures. Your legs shake as you step forward. You touch the paper in your inventory. You're going to make something of your life today. Outside, Meryl's mom is trying to get a picture of your group of friends. Buffy, she waves. You got a minute? We're still waiting for Tristan and Sephra, but I'm sure we'll find them soon. You feel your chest clench and your mouth suddenly go dry. Exits are north, south, east, and west.
Dennis. Talk, mother.
To Meryl's mom. I don't.
Oh, Mary's mom.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
It was the only mother in this context.
We don't know that Buffy's not a mother.
This is true. Or that her mom isn't there, just hanging out.
Which one? I think we technically did both of these. This one?
This one.
Yeah, okay. I saw Tristan with Sephra. Isn't that sweet? They're just so sweet.
Ask. What was this? Meryl's mother?
Meryl's mother, yes.
Show letter.
No, I was gonna say. I was gonna say if we could expressly ask about the email thing, or if that's too specific and you can only ask about the letter.
Do we have a thing for asking about
Because it's a blah blah Gmail or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Derp, derp.
Is your son derp derp?
I guess just ask about the letter.
Ask about the letter, the mysterious, sorry, the letter to Tristan or the mysterious one that has all the hashtags in it?
Mysterious one.
The mysterious one? You think about asking her about the letter, but really don't think she would understand anything about it.
That's true, she's a mom.
You're an introvert, and the idea of talking to other people's moms is very intimidating.
But they already talked to her.
Oh, no, you're right. Okay, so that doesn't, my introvert cop-out doesn't really
She's
work
somebody
out.
you know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Someone you know, but that doesn't mean you want to talk to her, but she's calling you out.
She was like, hey, come over here.
It's like a Pokemon trainer, lock eyes.
It's been started, cannot be stopped.
Our pizza money's already gone.
And also, I would say, is your son in love with me? Trump's small talk.
You're too shy to ask that directly.
I actually feel like Meryl's mom probably be like, yes, you two would be so cute together. I'd love you to be my daughter-in-law.
Were the other humans?
Direction is the cemetery.
I didn't tell you what the direction of the cemetery was. There's north, south, east, and west.
We have no phone and we have no map.
You do have a phone, actually.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, we should have been.
Mobby. Though I'm not sure do we have anything you can really do with a phone, except just like, you have a phone because you have a phone?
I mean,
I don't
is it a phone or is it a smartphone?
It's a cell phone. It's probably a flip phone, right?
This is like 2009, so it's like,
You don't want her to have a phone. She doesn't have to have a phone.
I mean, it's in the inventory that I read earlier. I can't hide that.
Okay.
but this is like 2009, so like,
I'm just gonna say it's a candy bar phone.
yeah. At least
The
that's what
Nokia
I
phones that are
had.
indestructible.
It was in my head.
That's what I had then.
What options do I get?
I think the candy bar was less advanced than your flip phone, actually.
Yeah.
Those were the best strings. Oh my god,
Yeah.
one of those. No, not one of those.
I'm sorry, did you have a command?
No.
Okay.
Can the rose be used as a shank?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, you can try, but it's just gonna go bend.
It's a fake rose. It doesn't even have good thorns.
It may or may not cause confused arousal if you try.
On the mother?
No.
Maybe.
Apply rose to mother.
You rub the rose on Meryl's mom, and she looks at you with confused arousal.
This is getting very strict.
Like mother, like son.
You didn't write that, so I'm ad-libbing it.
I know. That's the danger of allowing you to be the text parser.
I do what I want, thank you.
I know. Can't tell the text parser.
Go.
Go west, young Meow.
Go west it is!
I hope it's the cemetery.
I'm sorry, I don't understand west. There is no such thing as west.
We're on a space station.
What now?
We're on a space station.
No, you're outside of the school.
No, the text parser's just lazy, so there is no west.
I am so lazy.
Go east.
You fed the west to a troll.
That should be what it says, yes, okay.
Actually, no, that would be perfect, yeah. If anybody doesn't get that joke, in Zork, the west, north, south, east, west were objects in the game, and there was a troll that you could feed items to, and they would disappear forever. So you could feed the cardinal directions to the troll, and they would disappear.
I haven't tried feeding anyone anything yet.
I feel like feeding Meryl things would involve some confused arousal.
That's true. But we did here in east.
MVP for saving, by the
Yeah.
way.
Oh,
Wait, did we save?
We have not saved it in a minute.
Can I make a request that we keep the safe where we have pizza money?
We already lost.
where,
it.
when did we have pizza money?
That was,
That was,
this slot would have pizza money, because that's before they went in the main office.
like, did we do that before saving or after saving?
I'm pretty sure they saved after giving away the pizza money.
Okay, so does that mean we have to go all the way back to the hallway to have pizza money?
Yes, I believe so. Well, I mean, we could just say that they have pizza money on that one if you want.
Yeah, because I can't remember. So are we going back to the office or are we?
lost
No.
the money. That's
Okay.
our fault.
Yeah,
No. They're trying to save.
right, so are we saving over that, like,
Are we saving over the office when you were talking to Meryl, or are we saving over being in the main hallway after Sephora runs away?
Sending over main office, I think.
Main office? Okay. So you still have the in the hallway after Sephora run away. Okay, you have saved.
Okay, so
And then you wanted to go east, correct?
Yeah, go east.
Okay. You walk directly into a road before looking both ways. You get hit by a car. You are now dead. Thank you for playing Post-High School Reality Quest. Would you like to load a save?
yay, we
Why do you
saved.
keep killing us?
You're a free spirit.
Because this is a jerk game like King's Quest, where doing even a tiny wrong thing will kill you. And I'm guessing you want to load the save game outside the school?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You're now back outside of the school, not squashed.
Go Sorth.
Sorth. I'm sorry, I don't understand what Sorth is.
You attempt to go both directions at once and fold into a quantum universe. You are now dead.
That escalated quickly.
At least it wasn't me. It was twice.
But for serious,
So that's-
you're still outside the school. Would you like to
North
go
and south. So, but singular. North.
north? You run past Meryl's mom, between parents taking pictures of their kids. I said that sentence real weird. You run past Meryl's mom, between parents taking pictures of their kids. An over-defensive mother calls you out for being rude, but you'll never see most of these people ever again. Maybe you'll never see any of them again. You feel the blood rush to your head. That's exactly why you need to find Tristan, and fast. You have reached the end of the parking lot to the road. Across the street, there is a church graveyard that no one visits except the goths, art students, and badass class skippers. Exits are north, south, east, and west, yet again.
Deploy middle finger.
That seems kind of rude, don't you think?
You would never do that, Elsie.
Which direction is the graveyard?
It did say across the street is a church graveyard, and you went north previously, so it seemed going north would also cross the road to go to the north.
Depends on which road it is.
That's fair. North would cross the road to the graveyard.
Go north.
Cool. You cross the road. A minivan pulling out of the parking lot honks at you, but you're not dead this time. At least not yet. You are now at the entrance of the graveyard. Would you like to save? Over slot 2, okay.
Equip fake rose.
Congratulations, you are now holding the fake rose. You are slightly, you are, how do we say that? You have confused arousal.
You are now.
You are now confusedly aroused
Or on the road.
by the rose. What now?
We're going to Tristan, right?
You're up.
We can equip items.
Yes.
Examine graveyard.
It is a graveyard.
Good try.
Oh yes, exits are north and graveyard and street, actually. Graveyard / north and street.
Graveyard?
Cool. You're in the graveyard. Now you can examine it because you're actually in the graveyard. You're officially badass now. Congratulations. There are, there are lots of tombstones, but few of them have legible names. One day, you'll have a tombstone somewhere. You cross through the graveyard towards the big willow tree at the other end. Your instincts were right, because and everybody telling you, because from the distance you see Sephora and Tristan talking. Sephora is leaning against the tree, tucking her hair behind her ear over and over. Her mannerisms are so contrived that you want to go up and vomit into her hair. Exits are south.
Eavesdrop.
What now?
Empathy, sympathy.
I was gonna say vomit into her hair.
We do have that as an
I
option.
thought someone was going to say game and then apply vomit.
Use vomit on hair, yeah.
or at least,
Do we even have a eavesdrop option that I could use?
Yeah, I think it's like a.
That's what I was
Use fingers on
that's what I was physically doing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you eavesdrop, you hear Sephora chuckling in an obnoxious way.
right.
And Tristan being like, "Oh."
You hear when you eavesdrop on Sephora, you just hear her giggling in the most contrived way possible that makes you want to vomit into her hair.
Did we relinquish one of the tampons in the Merrill encounter, or do we still have two?
Actually, you're correct. You only have one tampon because the other one is in the main office.
Did we leave? We left it there?
Yeah, he dropped it and we didn't pick it back up.
We saved that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's saved. That's what we did.
Okay.
In the file 1, it should still be there, but yeah.
Yeah, if you'll have it in file 1, but not file 2.
File 2?
Cool. You're in the graveyard after having listened to Sephora giggle and do contrived things and make you want to vomit into her hair.
But it's...
You go up and vomit into Sephora's hair. Only you're not very good at vomiting on command, so it's more like you spit into Sephiroth's hair. She and Tristan look at you with wide, confused eyes. What the fuck, Buffy? Sephiroth says. Oh, and do you get an Easter egg point for that?
Yes,
did you do
I
that?
did.
Okay, cool.
Do what?
You got a point for vomiting into her hair. Congratulations.
You guys are getting like all the Easter eggs.
It's the first time we've explored all the options and crazy things we wrote. Everybody's just sort of like beelines for the graveyard and does boring things.
It's sad. Yeah. So this is
You'd be surprised.
Welcome to Mag.
yeah.
I know, this is great. I love this. This is the best time we've run this. I'm so happy.
Okay, so we have spit into her hair.
We have vomited into her hair.
We vomited into Tristan's hair?
Sephiroth's.
Yeah, can we also vomit into Tristan's hair?
We don't want to ruin his perfect, precious, gorgeous locks.
Apply fake rose, trachea.
You attempt to...
It's convenient
Wait,
to turn a crew.
whose trachea? Self or other?
Self.
You attempt to slit your own throat with the fake rose, but merely rub it against it in a way that makes you confusedly aroused.
It's just the plastic, so it'd just be like bent. It like wouldn't do anything.
Sephiroth and Tristan both look at you with confused arousal.
Sorry, something.
I'm running with this now. Every time you use the rose, it has to be with confused arousal.
I will never look at a fake rose the same way ever again.
Check size wrapper. Is it big enough to suffocate ourselves?
Wait, is the cracker wrapper?
Yeah, the cracker wrapper, I'm assuming.
Like the
I mean, it's a small thing of crackers, like those little cheese or peanut butter crackers. You could try and shove it down your throat, but
Cracker wrapper.
Wrapper?
Show off narwhal.
you attempt to eat the cracker wrapper and it just crinkles around a lot, and it's really uncomfortable and awkward.
Gross in your mouth. You spit in Zephyr's hair.
Wrapper onto Zephyr's hair.
There is so much spit in her hair now.
She looks at you with wide, confused eyes. What the fuck, Buffy? Seriously, why again?
But she doesn't move out of the way.
She's just standing there looking at you really confused and angry.
With her hair covered in
Tampon.
What?
Give Sephiroth tampon.
That's a beast just...
Two people who menstruate can bond over this tampon.
You attempt to hand her the tampon as a peace proposal. What? You think it's my period? Sephiroth says, glaring at you. Everyone thinks you're so sweet, but I think you're secretly a bitch inside. This idea seems to delight her as she smiles, holding the tampon. You now have 0 tampons.
Attempt to slice throat with a drawing.
Attempt to what?
Slice her throat with a drawing. Paper cuts.
The narwhal never wanted to be used that way. He's meant for good.
The narwhal can only be used for good.
Use the narwhal for good.
The narwhal becomes a superhero and does wonderful things for society.
But nothing for you and your love life?
No, he doesn't care about you. I don't know if he actually doesn't care about you. You have to tell me. You're the author.
I want to think the narwhal cares.
The narwhal becomes
I
a...
believe in the narwhal.
All right, I'm revising that. The narwhal cares about you and not only becomes a superhero, but actually gets you together with Tristan. Congratulations, you found another ending.
Rub rose
Or actually, I think you found an ending, not just rub rose on.
We'll give you a point for all this narwhal interaction.
I want you to say that the narwhal drawing
It's
becomes.
confusingly around.
You rub the rose on the narwhal drawing, and it looks at you with confused arousal.
You love the narwhal. The narwhal's so great. The narwhal's your best friend. You have no other friends.
What now?
Give up on humankind.
The narwhal is a drawing.
You spend the rest of your life in the graveyard with the narwhal.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's the rest of your life, so technically you're dead at the end of it.
They find your body with the narwhal, clutched in hands. You spent the rest of your life with that wonderful narwhal. This is what we get for having an inventory. This is why we can't have nice things.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Equip narwhal drawing.
What now?
Equip narwhal.
You are now holding the narwhal drawing. Actually, where are we even? We've died, had an ending. Like, I'm just gonna revert back to the
We're just
save.
like living through so many possibilities in this moment, while Tristan and Sephiroth stare at us, wondering what the frig is going on.
It's just living out and imagining a bunch of like possibilities at like graduation.
Yeah, it's like one of those intense moments where you see multiple options for your life flash before your eyes.
That's true.
Theme. All right.
All right, you have died and had like 3 endings. You've had like a ton of deaths and endings, so I'm just reverting back to when you were back at the graveyard entrance because I don't even know where we are
Oh no,
anymore.
I think we were interacting with Tristan and Sephiroth. We were at the confrontation.
Oh, is that where we were?
Yes, and in all that time, we have thought about possible deaths while Tristan and Sephiroth are staring at us, wondering what is going on.
That's fair enough.
Been like 30 minutes.
They're just staring at you while you're going,
Thinking about that wonderful narwhal and you
Drool
spending the rest
dripping
of
from your lips from spitting on.
and the cracker wrapper, don't forget.
Yeah.
that cracker. Oh, so we don't have that in our inventory anymore.
That's true. It is in Sephiroth's hair.
Or
0 wrappers.
Got the patience of a saint except for that one main thing she said.
Couple mean things.
She's fine.
Show narwhal drawing. Narwhal drawing.
Narwhal.
Narwhal.
To who?
Narwhal. What?
Who are you showing it to?
Yes.
To
Tristan.
both of them.
Okay, so like privately screen.
Yeah.
Privately screened.
He gets confusingly aroused.
No, that's only the rose.
But it was touched by the rose, so that gets.
That was in a past life.
Whatever.
Seal.
We should update the name of the item to confusingly aroused narwhal drawing.
I mean, my Twitter handle is confused narwhal, so that seems wonderfully appropriate.
Wow.
Well, there we go.
Also picture Twitter.
Yeah. By the way, guys, Twitter, it's great.
BT Dubs, you should follow her on Twitter. You show the narwhal to drawing to Tristan. He's confusingly aroused by looking at the confusingly aroused narwhal.
The status-
Sephra is not confusingly aroused, though, because she has not seen it.
Yeah, the inventory has been updated to appropriately reflect the status of the narwhal drawing.
That's very generous of you.
Okay, we've got no tampons.
Nope, 0 tampons. Absolutely none. There's a lack of tampons. Sephra's holding one, the other one's in the main office.
Get her tampon back.
That's like Sephora.
Sephra, will you
peace
please
offering.
give me back my tampon?
The peace offering has been broken.
It has been broken. She hands it back to you, looking really confused about why you gave it to her in the first place.
Talk, Tristan.
We got a tampon back.
So,
Yes, you do have 1 tampon now.
Bend space and retrieve the other tampon.
I'm sorry, you do not have those powers.
we should have an ending that is like achievement that you have all your tampons.
They said talk to Tristan. Should I do that one or the above?
Box of tampons, you're good.
Wait,
They said talk to Tristan.
Give him 4.
oh, is there, there should be one, because they're both together.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna talk to Tristan, because I heard that one. Your voice shakes. What are you two doing? We need to get pictures. Sephra rolls her eyes with spit and stuff falling down of her hair. We'll be there in a few minutes. I need to get my hair fixed, because you're a freak. You feel your head get dizzy and your voice louder. You two aren't good together, you say. It won't work out right. It's going to break the friend group apart, and Sephra's only interested in you because she's bored and a slut. Sephra steps toward you threateningly. Buffy, I don't know who the fuck you think you are or why the fuck you think this is your business, but you need to go now. You don't know if you can even move after all that. You've never actually said what you were thinking like that before. Tristan turns to you too. Why are you being so weird about this, Buffy? It's none of your business what we do. The two of them look at you like you're an intruder, probably because you spit in her hair. This is definitely not how you thought this would play out. You think about the letter in your pocket. Should you still give it to him or call it a defeat?
Save.
No, give letter.
Give the letter.
We say like a little bit before spitting on everyone.
That's true. You probably want to keep that saved before you mucked with the reality of the universe and made
Yeah.
Narwhal confusingly aroused.
Yeah, then, yeah, give him.
Yep. You reach over to Tristan and hand him the letter. Tristan unfolds the paper, reads it, folds the paper, puts it in his pocket. He never mentions it, never acknowledges the letter that says you love him, that you don't want graduation to be the last time you see the only people that matter to you, that that he's the Naruto to your Hinata, that you're afraid of losing his friendship when college starts. Thank you for playing Post High School Reality Quest. That was one of the endings.
1 out of 4.
Wow. I wonder besides death, what's the darkest ending?
Yeah, the ending is like, it's such a sad note. It's like, that's the ending. Thanks, guys.
Pretty much, yeah. This is supposed to be the anticlimactic ending.
There are 4 endings, though, so yeah, that's like the...
I mean, at this point, I think we have more than 4, but...
Yeah, that's fair.
But considering we only have 3 minutes or so, I don't think we can continue playing.
But we do this in other events, so feel free. We've got some of our info, so you can follow us on social media and on our website to see when we do the demo again. And then you can come in and totally do some of the trolling like this, that you know of what you know now.
Yep.
And we've got the book here in the marketplace and
A lot
stuff,
of the
so,
dialogue text from this is from the book
Yeah.
itself, so if you actually liked what I was telling you from this, you'll probably like the book as well. Sorry, this is turning into a sales pitch. It's kind of what
Sorry,
this
not
demo is for.
Are you planning on publishing the game as well in some format? That would be cool.
We like to have, like, this on an online platform, I think, at some point.
Yeah, someday I'm hoping I can do something like use Twine or something to turn this into an actual game. But for now, until I have time and energy to do that, it's an in-person thing, unfortunately. A little bit more fun that way as well, because then you can do weird stuff, and we have to deal with it.
Tell us some of the cool things we missed then.
What are some of the cool things?
You guys were very thorough, I have to
Seriously.
say.
All right, so here's a couple spoiler Easter eggs. One is if you continue going into those doors, another door specifically, you can find an ending where you like fade into the reality of universe or something along that line.
Inspired by all the Stanley Parable door things.
Yeah, like how you suddenly probably can just stay in the closet and get an ending that way. It's kind of like that. You can have a fight with Sephora and you'll get killed by her because you're a wimp.
You can lock Sephora in the bathroom.
Yep, that is a way to get an ending because
so
then
you
she's
can,
not
like,
there.
get a good ending and hook up with Tristan if
Wait,
you
so
get her in the
Tristan
bathroom.
just decides whoever's in the graveyard with me, I'm gonna date.
Yeah, it's like whoever gets there first come, first serve. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whoever expresses interest first, he's like, oh man, that's a girl's talking to me and
Girls
interested.
like me.
He might even be confusingly aroused if you give him the rose.
That should give some bonus points.
Totally should. Totally should. You can combine the rose. We should have them allowed to combine the rose with the letter and give both at once.
Where do you think I equipped it?
What if you combine
That's
it
what
with a
I'm
tampon?
What now? Combine it with the.
I feel like that like cancels itself out.
Yeah, seriously.
Arousal and then
You strap the tampon to the rose, and everybody is confusingly aroused at first until they see the tampon, then they just freak out.
It's more confusing.
Load.
Why am I aroused by this?
So what about hitting on Meryl?
Yeah, so you can hit on Meryl. You can actually choose him in the end.
Yep.
That's one ending.
Can choose Meryl over Tristan.
He took our pizza money. Not even take us on a date.
He's okay.
Well, and he failed the tampon test, so we decided
That's
he was
true.
unworthy of our
All right,
affections. So.
load file 1. Go restroom. Go stall. Apply tampon.
We actually don't have anything for actual use of a tampon.
Death from TSS.
Wow.
That would. We could do that.
I mean, is it her period?
I never thought that detailed about her menstruation cycle.
A hyper extended bacterial.
I mean, it is a private school bathroom. Just by being in there, it just gets an infection.
Well, and from my experience, we were the janitors,
Ugh.
students, so.
I was hoping with the acidic smell that there.
Thank you for coming to the demo, by the way.
Yes, thank you so much.
Hope you enjoyed it.
That there be something there, kind of like
Thank you.
Mother Goddesses of Phobos, where there's this, brown lumpy thing on the floor. It was a chocolate bar, but it.
What was the acidic smell?
Vomit.
Oh, okay. So could you
Lots
have
of
died
vomit.
from eating or in other ways?
If you could find the vomit.
Is there an option to use the tampon?
No.
Was Sephora vomiting because she's bulimic, or was that an unrelated vomit?
Excellent questions.
Yeah, you might see a little bit more if you read the book. There might be
Okay.
clues that might see what the significance of the vomit is, but
Sephora is a complex and interesting character.
vomit is significant.
I talked over you. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was saying, can you use the
I mean, the vomit's probably been flushed down a toilet or something, so probably not.
Yeah, it's just the remaining smells.
Yeah.
Generic question, just yes or no, or no comment from Mr. Place. Is there a practical application for the tampon?
Not really.
No, it's just there's everything that's in the optional section that I mentioned, like the not necessary for the story, is all just there for gags, basically.
Well, it's all the things that were in her inventory in the book, and we just transferred it over. And then when we were making the game, we're like, this is a lot of things.
Yeah, if we don't do that, then it's really hard to remember what's in the inventory and figure out what's important. So we segmented that a little bit. So it's like, here's the stuff that matters and can do stuff with the story. Here's the other silly stuff you can kind of interact with and have fun with if you want to, which you all are the first ones that have ever done that. Everybody else has been like, okay.
I missed the part where it was like, these are the important things, these are the not.
Oh, yeah, when I was reading the inventory, did you just come in late or something?
I came in late, I missed
Oh, okay, yeah, when I was reading it out, I read the 3 important things and then I say, and some other stuff that's not important to the story.
So there's,
The crackers are super important to make sure your blood sugar is stable. So important. What?
Is that a death?
It should be.
We should have been like, here's the crackers, or thrown the crackers that she'd follow, and then we'd get the.
so we need to go.
Is she a pet?
We need to go to the graveyard and just like be at a point where we're just gonna faint.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking like Lone Survivor of like where it's like, you need food. You really need food.
You're
really
hungry
need
and have a
food.
headache.
No, this is what love feels like.
Love this loneliness with a headache.
My
Eat your
head's in
emotions.
pain, my heart's telling me something, and my stomach's all aflutter.
This is love until you keel over.
Use that pizza money to pay her off to leave.
Oh, snap.
We should have done.
Oh, is that, would she have accepted that?
If you take this pizza money and get some pizza from Meryl, who is the mafia lord of pizza, maybe you can leave.
Pizza for the orgy.
Wow.
Because we're confusingly aroused with the rose.
This is getting too much.
And we got the mom aroused too.
That's
so,
true.
Like, we're just getting everyone
God,
aroused.
no.
Like everybody.
Basically, yes. Pretty much everybody you saw used somebody used the rose on. So yeah, pretty much the entire school is confusingly aroused at this point.
So I'm pleased to hear that Sephra evolves as a character. Does Buffy's attitude towards Sephra evolve as well?
I would say yes.
Yeah.
To something more.
Well,
No.
there could be fan fictions about that.
Rule 34, but otherwise no.
Yeah. I'm very much a character person, so I like the characters changing over time and how they view each other changing and stuff. So
So the characters have to be complex and interesting for her to be interested.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with sluts. As long as they're ethical.
Well, and I think that I would say Buffy's view, like she oversimplifies who Sephra is and is like, that was really mean that I said that and stuff over time. So
Excellent.
yeah.
And like heated passion, like a lot of foolish, nonsensical things.
Yeah, no, it's also
Yeah.
like Buffy has to have a character.
We should probably start getting off stage.
We need to get off
But-
stage.
Moral of the story, read the book. It's really good.
Yeah, and feel free to continue to chat with us at our table. We just like have to get back to that. But,
So people can set up for the next panel
Yeah,
and
we'd love
stuff.
to keep talking. Thank you so much.
Thank you.